Hey guys, welcome to World of Tanks with New Dog. And basically this is for new players. This is what I'm going to call the real boot camp. So once you go through boot camp and you go through your matches, you're actually in the gameplay, and your garage will look something like this. As you can see here, I've got two Tier 4 vehicles. They're both Swedish. Yours will be a Tier 1 vehicle, and you'll have a few other Tier 1 vehicles right around in here. All of the different nationalities, and you can see that by coming up to the tech tree. And you'll have this T1. On the German side, you'll have the light tracker. The Russian side, you'll have the MS1, and so forth and so on. You'll have like all of these Tier 1 vehicles. But today what I want to talk about is settings, because that actually can make or break you in this game. So we come up here to settings, and the first one you get general. And you can just go through them and pick what you like, censor offensive words in chat. I'm an adult, I can take it, I don't care. Hide spam, you can display the date messages. I don't do that because I know what day it is. The time, actually I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of that because I don't care about the time. Accept invitations from friends in the garage, you can do that. What it does is it automatically accepts platoon invitations. Accept invitations to platoon in battle, and you can go here and it tells you, if you don't have that checked and somebody wants to platoon with you, you won't even get the message saying that, somebody wants to platoon with you. Same thing with accept friend requests. Receive messages only from the contact list. Again, this is personal preference, guys. Just in chat. Whatever you guys want to do. The random battle types, you can pick which ones you want to do. So if you don't want to do the grand battle and you hit tier 10, you just uncheck that and you won't be in the grand battle. If you don't want to play in assault, uncheck it. If you do, check it. And that's how that works. Showing vehicle tier in your battle your battle interface. There's that. Minimap transparency. You can select the slider for how transparent you want your minimap. Enable optics effect in sniper mode, which I like. Some people don't. Again, this is something you're going to have to play with and see if you like it or not. Enable post effect in post mortem mode. I decheck this because I don't want to see it. Same thing with here. Show in post mode vehicle that destroyed your vehicle. You don't even really need that anymore because it'll come up on the lower right hand corner just above your minimap, so and so killed you. Enable dynamic camera. I don't care about that, I don't need it, so I didn't check it. I do like horizontal stabilization in sniper mode, and I highly recommend that you enable the 16 and 25 zoom, and that's what that is, and you can check it right here. This will allow you to zoom in closer. Restrict toggling the sniper mode to the shift key, and that's a little trick, is you can press the shift key to go into zoom mode, and then you can use your mouse wheel to zoom in more and more. Enable server reticle. I don't even know what that is. I just didn't bother with it. Show vehicle markers on the battle score panel. I like having that because I like to see, who and what killed me. Display camera direction beam on the minimap, and basically what that does is it gives you a little yellow bar that shows where you're pointing, and that tells you right there. Display the arc of fire for SPG on the minimap, and there's my phone going off. Let's go ahead and silence that. Display arc of fire for SPG on the minimap. So if you're playing an SPG, your arc of fire will either be green, saying that your round is going to clear all obstacles, or it'll be red, showing that your round's going to hit something, guaranteed to hit something. And I shouldn't even say guarantee, that's not necessarily true, but it gives you an idea on whether or not you're going to hit an obstacle or not. Enable expanded minimap features, and it tells you right here. Display the vehicle names on the minimap, display the points on the minimap at which allied and enemy vehicles disappeared from view. So what this does is it gives you the last known location of your enemy, which comes in handy. And you also have, if you want to see it, press Alt. If you don't, God never. Tips on the battle loading screen, text only. You can do illustrated, or you can do the minimap tips, whatever. Then you come to graphics, and this is really going to depend on what kind of computer you're using. I should make note that we are talking specifically CPU side here, not console or anything like that. Graphics quality, you can do custom, or you can do maximum, high, medium, low, whatever. Or you can just do recommended. You click recommended and it'll set all your stuff for you. The 3D render resolution I've got at 100% with a dynamic adjustment. I like to play in full screen mode. Vertical synchronization tells you what that is. I'll give you a moment to read that. Alright, and triple buffering. And then anti-aliasing, whatever the hell that is, I don't know. I just have it off. My field of view I put all the way up. Your display refresh rate, interface scaling, and your display, and then you can set your gamma. And this is really neat if you're colorblind. This actually changes the palette of colors, so colorblind people can actually more easily determine what's going on. I have the color filter off, but you can do different types of colors. Like, you can do a cinematic film, which is like that, which is neat. If you just want to play around with different ways of how you play it. I actually kind of like deep, but I'm going to turn it off. We also got details, so you can set where you want things to be. I turned off grass in sniper mode because I don't need to see the grass when I'm in sniper mode or when I'm zoomed in. Enable track effects, I'm going to take that off because that's just stupid and it's a waste of resources. Flora density, I'm going to turn that down. Extra effects, Terrain quality, water quality, I really don't care about the water quality. Decals, I really don't give a crap about people's decals, so I'll just put it low. Foliage, draw distance, we'll just put it like that. Motion blur effect, I don't want that on. I got the foliage transparency, which I talked about earlier, I think. Basically, it makes the foliage around you disappear, which is good. I hate that. Coming on to sound, you can enable sound, and you can change all of this to whatever you want. That's your master sound. You got your master volume. Night mode will actually keep it quieter. And then you can pick, if you're using speakers, if you're using headphones, or if you got a piss poor laptop, you could use that. Sound environment elements. You can change this here. So I've got commanded, or you can do standard, which will just make it whatever region that you chose. So if you're from Switzerland, everything will come in as Swiss. If you're English, everything will come in as English. Japanese, everything will come in as Japanese. Or you can do commander, which is a little bit more immersive. It's basically like, so I'm English, obviously, I speak English, but in my Swiss vehicles, my commander speaks Swiss. If you're in a German vehicle, you'll hear your commanders say things in German and Japanese, British, Chinese, just whatever nationality your commander is, that's the nationality of the voice that you're going to hear. Sixth Sense activation, this is a skill that you have to learn, and you get different variants, and you can test it. That's what that sounds if I'm spotted. Variant 2 is like some weird sonar thing. I actually kind of like that. But I don't have it activated on anything yet, so I'm not really too worried about it. Voice chat, I don't really ever voice in games, so I didn't enable it. But you can also do push to talk, which in this case is Q. Your microphone, you would set your microphone here and your sensitivity there if you so choose to do that. Controls, you can actually hotkey your controls to anything that you want it. I just leave everything as is, simply because I've been playing this for a while and I'm used to everything that I have. Here we see the mini map. This is something that I highly recommend. Is when you first start, you press your equal sign or your plus key, and you do that like 2 or 3 times, I think, to make your map as big as possible. This will help you out in battles, as you'll be able to see better detail on where you are and where your allies are and where your enemies are, and it'll just help you perform better overall. Here we have our mouse sensitivity. You can put that wherever you want. If you want to invert your mouse, so if you come back with your mouse, you're going to go up, or if you press up with your mouse, you're going to go down. Reverse that. If you go forward with your mouse, your gun will go up. If you press back with your mouse, then your gun will go down. That would be reverse inversion. I have that checked off because I like it when I come back, my gun rises, and when I go forward, my gun goes down. I like that. That's what I'm used to. Here you can change your reticle, and this is actually really neat. It's a lot of different stuff you can do here. As you can see, you can just pick whatever you want. I personally like this solid line one, and I like this red circular thing here. And you can change it up for sniper mode as well. Again, just something to play with and find one that you like. Your markers. So this one, again, it's personal preference, however you want to do it. You can do your vehicle icon, which you see it comes up right here. I don't really care about that. The tiers I care about, because I like to know if I'm going up against a bigger tier vehicle or not. The vehicle model, it'll show you there. It'll tell you what you're going up against. The player's name, I don't care about the player's name. And the health indicator is always nice to have. And then you've got down here, you can do percentages, which is kind of dumb because it doesn't tell you how many hit points they have left. You can do this, which tells you how many they would have and how many they currently have. Or you can just do hit points left or hide it all together. I like just having the hit points left. And then if you want to press Alt key, you can get different stuff here. I never press the Alt key, so I don't really care about any of that. So that's on the enemy team. And then you have your team, and I basically keep it the same. Just because I like consistency. And then destroy vehicles, as you can see, I've turned like almost everything off. I don't need the vehicle icon. Really, I don't even need the tier, but I keep it on just so I can see, who died. And the vehicle model, I like to keep that on. I don't care about the player's name. The health indicator, I don't need because they're destroyed. So if they don't have any health, you don't need to have that. Moving on to battle notifications. This one is really good. I like this new one. So you got your standard view, which just shows you the general direction of which you got hit from. But the advanced view shows you more accurately where you got hit from. Display in battle all except critical, so it'll show you what you blocked and it'll show you what hit you. But this will also show you, if you got tracked or if you got ammo racked or something like that. It'll show you, this little icon here will tell you what happened, what critical hit you got. Information, amount of damage. So if we turn that off, all we know is that we got hit by a T-34. Here it'll tell you how much you got hit by. Dynamic indicators, what is, I have it turned off and I don't know why. Okay, so dynamic indicators, you get a big indicator if you took a lot of damage. If you took more than 31% damage, it'll show you a medium one if you took anywhere between 11 to 30% damage, and a small one from 0 to 10% damage. So yeah, that's why I have it turned off, because I don't really care about that. Vehicle info, if you turn that off, you don't know what hit you. All you know is somebody hit you. So I have the vehicle information on, so I know what hit me. If this T-57 Heavy hit me, then from this direction, and I know that I can't penetrate their armor, I'm probably going to try to find some cover around here somewhere, or maybe even back here. So it's good to know who hit you. Display animation. I don't know what that would be. What is it? Disabling this parameter can improve game. Okay, so basically display animation, I guess there's some kind of animation that'll pop up whenever you get hit, and that uses up resources, so I don't have it clicked. Your battle events, so this will show up, as you can see, this is kind of accurate here. Here you have your team, here is your tank information down here, I'm talking about in the background here, and then you'll have this, it'll be more like from here down. It's not this big in the game. But basically, I like having all the information I can possibly get, so I have everything checked. And here you can see, damage received, critical damage, damage blocked, and then you got your battle performance, how many capture points you've reset, how many you've gotten, your spotting damage, damage from ramming, and so on and so forth. This is up to you. If you don't care about critical damage, turn it off. If you don't care about seeing that you destroy your track, turn it off. Then you come to your log, which is again, you know what? I was so wrong. This will actually show up in the middle of your screen. And it's not this big, but it does show up in the middle of your screen. The log, this is what I was talking about earlier, this shows up right here. Again, I have everything checked for my summarized damage. Detailed damage, I like to have it always displayed, so I can know that, hey, I did 1,200 points of damage, I blocked 700 points, and I spotted for 1,200, and I stunned for 320 damage. And then you got here, I got hit by an AP round, it was blocked by a T-34 heavy tank. This guy spotted me for 151 damage. I got tracked for 867 damage, and I got damaged for 750 by the C-100. And it just lets you kind of keep track of what you did. It keeps track of your battle performance. The event type, I like having all events, or you can just do battle performance, or you can just do damage received. I like having it all. Position events, all events at the bottom, receive damage at the top. I hate that. I can't stand having that all the way up there, so I just have everything down here. So there you go, guys. Once you have everything picked that you like, you just come down here, hit apply, come to OK, and then you can either go back to the game, exit game, or go back to settings. Let's go back to the game just for shits and giggles, because I think I'm going to play some before or after I sign out here. So anyways, guys, that is the World of Tanks settings, and I don't know what I'm going to do for the next video. I will come up with something. Oh, actually, I do know what I'm going to do. It'll be a surprise, though. So check me out for the next video if you want to see that one. And I hope this helped. If you're unclear about anything I went over, by all means, let me know in the comments section, and somebody will answer you there if I don't get to it. If there's something you want to add, by all means, put it in the comments section. If there's something that you would like to see me do differently, let me know. I make these videos for the community, and so if I screw up somehow, or if there's an improvement that you'd like to see, let me know. I'll take it into consideration. If that's something that I think is a great idea and it's something I can do, I'll do it. If not, then I'll probably give you a reason why I'm not going to do it, just because I'm cool like that. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna leave you with that. You know, if you like the video, go ahead and smash that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and hit subscribe. I actually have a bunch of stuff, a bunch of videos that I do. I cover World of Tanks. I cover political stuff. I'm doing. I have plans for doing a history type deal where we talk about different holidays or just anything in history. And so yeah, I mean, I've got a lot of stuff going on. I've got stuff on archery. I've got stuff on shooting. I just have a variety of stuff in my channel. So subscribe if you just want to see a bunch of different stuff, or if you just want to see World of Tanks stuff, go ahead and subscribe to that as well. Also, I want to go ahead and give a shout out to Quickie Baby's channel. Quickie Baby, he goes into some major detail on tanks. He gets nitty gritty with it. He goes into like how much armor, like how much armor this would have, and what kind of gun you'd have to get to penetrate this area here or this area here, and he's just phenomenal when it comes to numbers. So if you really want to get into the technical side, check out Quickie Baby's channel. And then I also want to give a shout out to Klaus Kellerman. This guy, he is a trip. There's not a single video of his that I've watched that I have not been absolutely entertained about. He's just a fun guy. He's got a great channel, so check him out as well. And go ahead and subscribe to them as well, guys. They're great channels. So anyways, I'll leave it with that. I know I said that before, and I apologize. Anyways, be safe, be cool, have fun. We'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.